It's Wednesday already.
It's Wednesday, and how I can tell it's Wednesday by that song.
Really?
Yep.
I had no idea.
Whenever I hear that song, it's like, oh, it's Wednesday.
You know, I've said it 6 times before,
Say
and
it
I'll
again.
say it for a 7th time.
Say it
I
again.
absolutely love that song. It makes the whole rest of my week until next week when I hear it again.
So you basically need to hear that song at least once a week, right?
Yeah, I need to hear that song at least once. You know what? I hear it every time I log on, but since I have a content pack, it's not quite the same because it changes the music.
Right.
So I look forward to hearing it on our podcast.
I noticed that you didn't mention anything about your brain flooded with serotonin, and is that because you just found out not long ago, maybe like 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, that Mommy suggested that just her and I take a trip to Walt Disney World?
You know, I don't even want to think about that because when I just heard this song, I got the serotonin that I needed from finding out that just you and Mommy want to go to Disney. I can't even think about that.
It's not that we really necessarily want to go alone. It's like you have a fiance. I don't want to say that word because we still don't have listeners in France. You and your betrothed are very busy. You guys are always jet setting around here and there. So it's like Mommy and I were like, well, why don't we take a trip to Walt Disney World? Mommy and I haven't been to Walt Disney World since, well, just her and I, since you were born. And your first trip, you were only 6 months old. And then before that, you were Mommy was like 6 or 7 months pregnant with you. So that was technically your first trip in vitro.
Do you see the look on my face right
It
now?
does not look good. It does not
My
look
eyes are
happy.
actually tearing up.
Okay.
I don't like the words that are coming out of your mouth.
So Mommy and I should not go.
No, you know what? I want you to go to Disney. As much as it makes me sad to not be there, I want you guys to go and I want you guys to have a great time because, you know, me and my betrothed, we like to go places and have fun and, you know, we've gone
Constantly.
places without you guys. So
Yeah.
I want you to go to Disney and be happy
We'll see.
as much as it breaks my heart. My Disney Toontown heart.
I don't want to break your Disney Toontown heart. So that kind of remains to be seen. But have we got any interesting comments?
So I want to read one comment from BMW Fanatics saying, "This is so cool." That was very nice of you, BMW Fanatics. Thank you so much.
That's all they said? This is
This
so
is
cool?
so cool.
So obviously BMW Fanatic is not like a big talker.
Yeah,
anything.
he just wanted to get the point across. But thank you.
We get so many comments and stuff. You decide to read the one, "This is so cool."
Well, I mean, a lot of them are like questions and stuff. So let me find another one.
No, it's fine. If that's what you want to do, if you just want to go with the quick and easy comment, "This is so cool," then let's just do
Well,
it.
see, I relate to that because when I, you know, comment on stuff that I think is, you know, awesome or that I like, I'm just like, wow, that's so cool, or love it, you know, stuff like
Right,
that.
right,
That's
true.
how I get my point across.
I actually comment things like that too. I was hoping that this week was going to be the week that we get to welcome the great country of France into the mix, but
Not yet.
not yet. So our listeners in Belgium and Brussels and everything around France, like, you know, England, Scotland's a little bit of a trip, but you guys need to like cross the border and like tell people in France, like, hey, I don't speak any French at all. Hey,
Me neither.
oui, fiance.
Yeah, you guys need to like
croissants.
get together
Yeah.
and like build a friendship. Go to France and like show them our podcast and tell them.
Tell them. But I was taking a look at our stats, and we are killing it in California.
Oh, really?
We are just like
Yeah.
killing it in
I
California.
think you mentioned Los Angeles.
Los Angeles
Wow.
on board, finally, because a bunch of cities in California, I can't even read them all. Seriously, like 13 or 14 cities.
That is
and
so
then,
cool.
Yeah, and then Los Angeles, which, I mean, I'm not a California guy. I don't know, but Los Angeles is big, I think.
My betrothed is from California originally, from Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara?
Yep.
I wonder if anybody from Santa Barbara has listened in.
I don't know, but that's really cool. The big state of California.
California is a big state.
It is a very large state.
Why don't you say something while I check to see if anybody from Santa Barbara is listening?
Alrighty, so I might we're gonna talk about a little bit later what we did this week. But I will share one or two things. No, actually, I want to mention that I met up with some of our followers in the game this past week, and that was pretty cool. To the few people I met up with, I just want to say that I had a wonderful time with you guys, battling and just chatting with you guys. So we're going to do that again soon. And Dad, you have to join in this time. You were sleeping.
Listen. I go on, okay? Nobody talks to me. Nobody even wants to look at me. I went on, and some person friend requested me as soon as I got on. I'm like, oh, they must listen to the podcast and they saw me pop on, so they decided to friend request me. And then maybe 4 minutes later, they unfriended me.
Yeah, it tells you at the bottom, so-and-so left your friend list.
It was heartbreaking.
Really?
It was heartbreaking.
I get that way too if that happens to me.
I might have actually lost laugh points over that.
That's terrible.
It was awful.
You really should have been on when we met up with some of our followers. It was such a good time.
I know, but I was going to bed. I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah, one of our followers towards the end, because I don't know if anybody remembers from last week how I was saying, I do a lot of the social media, and so I log you on.
Yes.
And so I could take pictures.
And sometimes you don't put me back where you found me.
Yeah. All right.
We already talked about that.
So anyway, one of our followers asked me to log you on so they could friend request you.
Right. Okay.
That was so funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, I just thought that was great.
Coincidentally, we do not have any listeners in Santa Barbara, California.
Okay.
We are extremely popular in La Mesa, Elk Grove.
Never heard of that.
Me neither. Elk Grove, Sacramento, Mission Viejo, I think I'm saying that right, Oceanside, San Diego, a little bit less popular in San Francisco, Carmichael, Shingle Springs, Los Angeles, and the Simi Valley. But yeah, we're killing it in California.
You want to tell us about some of our removed content?
I do, actually. Somebody requested, actually I think a couple of people requested that we talk about removed content or content that was originally intended to be in the game but then was either taken out or modified or just didn't make the final cut. And we talked a little bit about it last week, and I've got a couple of more points to make about it. So I was kind of doing a little bit of research, and somebody found a file in the game where the buildings on the street, those Toon buildings, used to apparently dance.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was something that was in for a while and then taken out or was put in and decided that it was not going to make the final cut.
Right.
You know how like the fire hydrants and garbage cans dance? Okay, well apparently the buildings were designed to dance too. And I'll bet, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll bet that they did that so after you defeat a cog, right, and you do your little dance, I'll bet the buildings surrounding you would also dance too.
That sounds pretty accurate. It also sounds like to me, after you defeat a cog building and it turns back into like a Toon building and not a cog building anymore, maybe they dance.
Maybe the building was so happy to be turned back into its own self that it would dance. Okay,
that's quite possible.
Also in Minnie's Melody Land, which I don't really visit that much because I'm still in Donald's Dock.
The vanilla version of Minnie's Melody Land makes me nauseous. The colors, because it's so pink.
Really?
Yes, it makes me nauseous.
I'm surprised because you really dig the color pink.
I do.
So in Minnie's Melody Land, apparently there was a merry-go-round in the center of Minnie's Melody Land, and it had a tuba on the center of it, this merry-go-round was removed so they could add a fishing pond.
Do you know the year that it, like, how long was it there?
Gee, well, you had to ask me that. I'm gonna say that was one of the features that did not make the final cut. So I don't think it was ever in the game, because I think they decided to go with the fishing ponds.
Right.
So something had to go in order for the fishing ponds to stay. So the merry-go-round had to go. Also, you and I have talked before about different areas of Toontown Rewritten or Toontown when you have to replenish your laugh points.
Right.
In, what's the first one called?
Toontown Central?
Toontown Central, it's an ice cream cone.
Yep.
Yeah. In Donald's Dock, it's a starfish.
The stars, yeah.
Right? And what are some of the other ones? Some of the other...
in the Burr, it's snowflakes.
Okay, yes, that's right.
Yeah, at your estate, it's like popsicles or something.
Okay, well, in the code of the game, somebody uncovered that at one time, pre-release, they were all treasure chests.
That's interesting, because the content pack I have right now, I'm using Harvest, and in Donald's Dock, they're treasure chests right now.
No kidding. So, so they're not starfish. They revert back to treasure chests.
Yep.
That's
so whoever made that content pack put treasure chests, and they're underwater, of course.
Right. There were also a couple of cog moves that were taken out of the game. And I'm going to go through a couple of them right now. Do you hear that thunder outside?
I hear that.
Yeah.
That's pretty mighty.
It's mighty thunder. It's actually been raining out here in Nashville all day. So a couple of the cog moves. There are the big wigs, which is a type of cog.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen them. Had a move called throw book. Like throw the book at them, like if you're in court. They had that. There were also 10 other moves that I don't think made the final cut, and you can kind of see why once you hear some of them. And they are as follows: carbon copy, cigar smoke.
Oh my.
Yeah. Ditto, 5 o'clock shadow, flood the market, gavel, penny pinch, reorg, kind of like reorganization if they would reorganize a company, which is a corporate term, sand trap, and song and dance. I think that's 10. So those are 10, and along with throw the book, which would be 11. But these 10 were not released in the game. They didn't make the final cut. And coincidentally, 2 of those moves, flood the market and song and dance, actually appeared on one of the original Toontown Online trading cards with the cog of the big cheese.
Oh, wow.
Is that a cog?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I don't know that cog because that's like way too far advanced for me. Coincidentally, the trading cards, the original trading cards, 2003 to 2010, and there were 3 series. So there was Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, and they did a series. In one of those 3 series was all the different cogs, and the cog, the big cheese, had his signature move as flood the market and song and dance, which was actually never released in the game, or might have been taken out of the game. I'm not sure. The one thing we didn't actually talk about, isn't today Toontown's birthday?
Yes, today is Toontown's 18th birthday.
18th.
Yes.
So Toontown can vote.
That's what it sounds like. Toontown can vote.
Well, happy birthday, Toontown.
Happy birthday, Toontown. And you know what? I am just so thankful for the staff to keep Toontown thriving and to just keep it aging, I guess.
Right, absolutely. Toontown's officially an adult.
Yeah.
Toontown can make its own decisions.
Toontown can do what it wants.
Drive a car, vote. Toontown, right?
Yeah.
Toontown can do whatever it wants to do.
Congratulations, Toontown.
Congratulations, Toontown, and
we are
happy
so
birthday.
happy for that.
Yeah, I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm ecstatic.
Annie, what did you do in the game this week?
Okay.
Give me some highlights.
So, besides, meeting up with some followers on the game, I have to tell you guys, I am just beyond happy. So I know since the beginning of Podcast Rewritten, I had 2 toon tasks that I could just not finish. One of them was 100 Skellicogs in the Dollar Mint, and the other one was 50 Skellicogs in the Bouillon Mint. I finished both of them, and they both gave me increased laugh. So I am beyond happy about that. Thank you for all the toons who stayed patient with me in the mints, because I was very slow at parkour. After a while, I kind of picked it up and it got a lot easier. There was one room in particular that I just could not get past. But other than that, the mints are not so bad now. But yeah, so I finished those. Another thing I did this week was I collected 50 of 70 fish, and I got a laugh boost from that. So my laugh is now at 102.
Wow, that's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still at 34.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
I'm kind of slow. I don't have a lot of friends on the game. Loud Jester, Tricky Twist, if anybody sees me on there.
Yep.
What else did you do in the game?
I trained tune-up, and I got my next tune-up gag.
And what was your next tune-up? Oh, that's like where you heal people, right?
Yeah, so the gag I got was like the sparkle one, like where you throw the sparkle at people.
I've not seen that one.
I'll use it on you.
Will you really?
Yeah.
Well, later on?
Later on, yeah.
That's pretty good, because
Yeah, we can play and I'll let you, get hurt, and then I'll...
Oh, thank you for letting me get hurt.
Yeah,
that's very nice
problem.
of you. Weren't you... Now, this past week, I spoke to you a couple of times about the game, and you were waiting for, like, a ranger or something? What
yes. So, there was a mega invasion and of Mr. Hollywood's, and so... Apparently, during mega invasions, some Toon Resistance Rangers get on, and if you do VPs with them or do buildings with them...
Hold up. What is a Toontown Resistance Ranger?
So, it's usually staff members. Sometimes it's, I forget what they call it. I don't remember what they call it, but, so it's usually a staff member.
Okay, it's a staff member.
So... Let me just tell you, they are extremely hard to find. Like,
Resistance Rangers are hard to find.
Yes, extremely hard to find.
How do you identify them?
So they usually have like a fist above their head, like an icon of a fist.
A fist?
Spinning above their head. It's like a circle.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just like an icon. And I was running down every street. I was checking the Facebook groups, ADA and the Toontown Rewritten Facebook group.
I like both of those.
So do I. They're very helpful. People were posting if they saw them or not. And finally, I did find one. And I battled with them. I did a building, but I did not get the suit, unfortunately. That is because there are usually so many...
So wait a minute. Explain to me. So you get a suit? Like a suit and tie or something to wear? What?
It's like a battle suit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like got patches on it.
What?
And like belts on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want one, trust me.
How do I get it?
You have to battle with a Resistance Ranger. But not everybody who battles with them gets one, because there's usually so many people are surrounding them. So they can't get to everyone.
So you did a battle with them and you did not get the suit.
Get one. Yeah.
So I probably don't have a chance.
No, you do, because honestly, I have seen hundreds of toons with these suits. You just have to keep trying.
Now, can I find them just out there on the street, or do I have to do a building with them?
You either have to do a building, a Cellbot factory.
I don't even know what that is.
A VP, a CFO.
Still no idea.
You need to get going.
Look, I am taking this game. I love this game so much, and I'm taking it nice and slow.
Yeah, I get, and I do see you on a lot. It took me years to get where I'm at, because there would be times, where I wouldn't play for a couple months, because there was a time where, I just got really busy, so I didn't have the time to play a lot. Now I've been playing constantly. It just gets like that.
Don't forget, you've been playing since you're like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I did. I played the Disney version like forever until it ended.
You did.
And then my heart broke.
But now your heart's back together.
Yeah, once the Disney version ended, I would always look up online, Toontown, like hoping that somebody would recreate it.
Right, and they did.
And they did. Yeah.
Well, let me talk. Well, as long as you're done.
That was about all I had.
I'll talk about a couple of things. I got a new sound gag.
Oh wow.
I got a new sound gag. I figured out. So while there's an invasion and you get double cog points or something, or double.
Yep. So like during invasions or in buildings, you'll get like double points.
Double points. So what I did was, I think I've only got one sound gag, right?
I think you have two.
Oh, two.
You have the first one, the squeaker, and then the whistle.
And then the whistle I just got. The whistle I just got because during a cog invasion, I started using my sound gag because I noticed that you get more points added towards your next sound gag. I had no idea. Nobody tells me these things.
So you were training then. That's a good way to train your gags. You go out during invasions and you use a certain gag that you want to train, and you get double points.
Double points. So I got the bullhorn in the whistle, or the whistle in the bullhorn, where you blow it and the whistle pops out of the bullhorn.
All the sound gags are in a horn.
They're all in a horn?
They're all in a horn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one I got. Also, what else did I do? Oh, I still can't find a headhunter.
There's headhunter invasions, but
I cannot find a headhunter, and I need that for one.
I've seen those in the Burr.
In the Burr. Well, I got to run all the way to the Burr.
I could help you teleport there. But also a lot of higher level cogs you can find in like buildings or the headquarters and stuff.
I don't do buildings unless I have to, because I'm not.
I'll help you.
Thank you, Annie. I'm just not that confident yet. I'm not that good. One kind of glitch I would like to talk about. It absolutely terrifies me. So, as a lot of you know, and I'm sure you know, Annie, I'm kind of based out of Donald's Dock, right?
Right.
That's like my stomping grounds for now. So I am always looking for those little starfish, right? And the reason why I'm always looking for those little starfish is because I usually lose laugh points because, I'm me and I'm not that experienced yet. So sometimes on the bottom of the lake, there are toons walking around like zombies, not swimming, okay? Walking around, heads down, no laugh points, just kind of, Walking Dead style on the bottom of the lake. Have you ever seen this?
I have seen this before.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
That means that they lost the battle with the cogs.
And now at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's awful. Somebody needs to do something about that immediately.
So basically what you're saying is they lost the battle with the cogs, and they now are walking around the playground, and they decided to jump into the lake.
Throw themselves into the lake.
Oh my God.
Walking around the bottom of the lake.
So you're just swimming down there.
And you see toons walking around the bottom, heads down, shuffling like a zombie.
That's terrifying.
It is awful. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's probably not a big glitch.
No, it's just scary is what it is.
It's scary. And I scare so easily. Not really. But talking about this, it's super duper creepy.
Yeah, that is pretty creepy. So I think next we wanted to talk about
I wanted to just bring up real quick playing Toontown Rewritten with a joystick.
That's so exciting.
It's something that I've been experimenting with a little bit. Also playing on my television. I use the HDMI cable out of the laptop into the back of the TV. You pick which HDMI port, source it, and all of a sudden now you're playing on like 65 inches.
Now, I've never played with a joystick, but I have played on the TV a couple of times.
Okay, well, I'll explain playing with a joystick real quick. Okay. There's a couple of third-party apps, and most of them are shareware, and you can contribute to them if you want to, if you think that it's just absolutely fantastic and you think it's worth donating to, then, by all means. I don't know if I can mention them. Well, I'm sure I can, right?
I'm sure you can.
Yeah. Just 3 of the ones I tried personally are Joy to Key, X Patter, and Anti-Micro X. And what these do is these will let you use a standard Xbox and or PlayStation or Nintendo Wii U controller. I use Xbox because I'm a Microsoft guy. Either Xbox 360 or Xbox One gamepad or joystick with your computer. And what you do is you assign different buttons to buttons on your controller. For instance, the forward arrow would be pushing up on the stick or up on the directional pad. That's the one I use. Left would be left on the directional pad, and so forth. The only problem is the mouse. I assigned the mouse to my left analog stick and the click button to my trigger, and it works okay. It's not awful, but it takes a little bit of fine tuning. If that's something that somebody wants to set up, I think that's an excellent way to play Toontown.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend, playing on your TV or even playing with a joystick, because the times that I've played on the TV, it just completely changes the experience. It makes it super cool.
It does, especially if you've got some surround sound speakers hooked up, which I do. And I got a big 65-inch in my Star Wars room.
That's awesome.
I have a whole room dedicated to Star Wars.
I want a Toontown room.
I know you do. Well, we would like a Toontown studio, recording studio.
So cool.
That would be cool.
You know what I just ordered?
What did you order?
A Toontown hoodie. And I ordered, the way you're looking at me right now, I ordered a exact replica of my Toon.
What?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I ordered a doll replica of my Toon.
What's your Toon's name again?
Lady Bella Lemon Swirl.
Lady Bella Lemon. So you're going to have a doll?
Of my Toon, yeah.
Of your Toon. Once you get it, are you going to do a review on here?
I am.
And
I'm going to do a review. And if anybody wants to know where I got it, feel free to, message us on our Instagram or anything like that, or on our email, and I'll send you a link.
And you'll probably post pictures too, right?
Definitely.
On our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook page. Faux show. What else?
I wanted to take a quick second and shout out Pop-Up Puffs. I think that's how you pronounce their name on Instagram. Pop-Up Puffs just has done us 2 times some amazing artwork on Instagram, and that just completely just made our day.
I think that was awesome. Annie actually
that was so awesome.
Sent me a picture of that. It must have been midnight last night. I was about to fall asleep. I should have already been asleep for 2 hours. And she's like, Dad, check this out. And I'm like, it's great. I got to go to bed. And then I really took a good look at it today, and it's just amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. It's actually my phone background now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm so in love with it.
I'm going to have to make it my phone background now, too.
I wish I had a poster of it so I can put it.
Oh, my goodness.
In my upstairs craft room.
What else we have? Is that it?
That's about all I have.
Well, I once again would like to wish Toontown happy birthday. 18, you can go out and vote.
Happy birthday, Toontown. That's so exciting. And, that's all I got.
All right. We'll see you next Wednesday.
See you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.